Hey, this is Frank Hannon, lead guitarist of Tesla, and you're listening to Pat's Soundbites Unplugged, simply the best podcast in the music business.
WBXO Classic Rock Redefined, special edition on the Pat Show today. A pleasure to have on our rock and roll phone. Well, he's a singer, he's a songwriter, and he happens also to be the amazing guitarist for the band Tesla. Welcome, Frank Hannon. Hey, Frank, what's going on? And thanks for your time today.
Hey, it's great to be on your show. Pat, I'm in Jersey right now. I'm on the road with Tesla, and we're going home here in a couple days, and I'll be picking up my solo dates and doing some shows.
Excellent.
My band, I think it's solo. It's not really solo. I do have another band and another whole catalog of albums outside of Tesla.
Yeah, no, I love it. I love it. As Frank mentioned, on tour Tesla tomorrow in Atlantic City, and then he gets to go home. But the bigger news is his solo stuff. Released Volume 2 of From One Place to Another, which was actually really in May, but the release of his single and the video of Deep Purple's Hush, my man, is insane. I mean, it debuted at 42 on the classic rock charts and jumped to 34 this Tuesday and still rising. How cool is that?
It's unbelievable to see that. I saw a chart that was printed, and my name was in between David Bowie and Paul McCartney, and it was unbelievable. I just, but I don't get too excited because everything just kind of comes and goes, but it is an exciting time, I have to admit. And creatively, first and foremost, to be able to have Randy Hanson be a part of it. He's been an old friend of mine who plays amazing guitar in the style of Jimi Hendrix, and to have him be on the single Hush in the video, it all just fell together. And when things fall together naturally, they feel good, when things just happen and fall together. And it just so happens that Hush is getting some airplay, like you said, and it's really exciting. Yeah, it is pretty fun. When things fall together naturally, they're even more fun. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. And I can't wait to keep pushing it as I can, and definitely going to do the video. And you can go check out Frank's merchandise, his hoodie, frankhannon.com. And I was going to talk about Randy in a second. I wanted to say Volume 1 seemed a little focused primarily on acoustic, a little laid back, maybe some southern rock. But man, Volume 2, all electric. You kind of navigate through numerous genres. I mean, rock and metal and funk and reggae and country. I mean, and as crazy as it sounds, it really comes across amazing. I mean, I applaud you, Frank, for your creativity and your driving, your willingness to explore, man. Just such a great job.
Gosh, thank you. And I know you personally, with what you do, you hear a lot of music. So to have that coming from you really means a lot, man.
I'm getting like 10 CDs a week because nobody is able to play their music. So I'm flattered and honored. But also be careful of what you wish for. And there's so much great music out there. And unfortunately, if you don't have the right connections or the video and it don't go viral, I mean, I tell my wife, mute Mike and Molly for a minute, and we play a song, and we look at each other, and we know it should be in the top 100, top 20, maybe even a number 1, and so I'm able to do what I can do. But let me ask you, Frank, where did the inspiration come from to knock down all the barriers and go for it and record it and enjoy what you're doing?
The inspiration came from a quest to learn and to develop musically, as a singer, for one, and to learn some songs and really try to do them justice, and challenge myself to get better as an artist and as a singer. I was on the road and I bought this portable recording thing, and I had a lot of downtime on the Def Leppard tour and the other tour we did with Six, and so I just started recording these songs, and there's some songs that have always really just haunted me, like Kiss from a Rose. The melody of that by, the song by Seal, and the way he sings is such a relaxed style. And it was a challenge. So the inspiration for all this stuff really was just to try to challenge myself to grow as an artist.
Good.
Pretty much there.
I mean, good for you, man. You hit it out of the park. I love Seal. I mean, Chaka Khan and Aerosmith, and as crazy as it sounds, it really, and I'm being really truthful and honest, it comes across, you hit the ball out of the park. Randy Hanson, I mean, I kind of knew a little bit in the East Coast. We're not really familiar with him. I know he does a lot of tribute Hendrix stuff, but on the video, he is certainly a sizzling fireworks show on guitar. And you could see it in all you guys. You're having so much fun. And, man, that is so cool, man. It comes across great. But, you're known as a great guitarist and compared to a lead singer. So here you are, front and center, and taking on such an array of very, very challenging songs. Are there any measures that you took to help achieve this? Did you hire a voice coach? Did you, how did you accomplish it? I sing in the shower. Nobody wants to even hear me besides the dogs howling. But, to make it come across really well, did you take any steps to, just go ahead and do it?
No, I didn't. I should take some voice lessons. I'm still never going to be. I don't know if I'm ever going to be satisfied with the sound of my voice. But the voice lessons probably would be in order. No, I'm pretty much I'm a self-taught musician. I took the time to research on the internet. Like the song Kiss from a Rose, for example, I researched it, and I learned that Steele wrote the song without any instruments,
wow,
guitars, or anything. He just sang it on a 4-track back in the 80s with his voice. La, da, 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 da. He sang that whole melody and recorded it and wrote it that way. So doing the research and taking the time and self-teaching, just like guitar. Dickie Betts told me, he goes, when you learn guitar, you kind of start off by learning B.B. King or Chuck Berry or whatever, and then you turn it into your own thing. And so I took that and I ran with it. I started learning different singers, and some of the songs like Lord of the Flies, and I got inspired when I met Graham Whitford, who's Brad Whitford's son. I met him at a gig in Monterrey, Mexico, a few years ago, and I asked him if I paid tribute to his dad, Brad Whitford, on Lord of the Flies, would he be interested in playing guitar on it? And he said yes, and that was an honor too. So not only Randy Hanson, but Brad Whitford's son and a few other guest guitar players that have become great friends, and that's even more of a bonus,
Yeah, man, you got a great all-star. Roger Fisher, Hard, Dwayne Betts, Dickie's son, Graham Whitford. I mean, that's cool. If you're going to do a volume 3, I'm pulling my hair out of my head going, what would be really challenging that he might enjoy? And I'd throw it out there, just a couple songs that I thought you might, maybe, you were thinking about them. Grand Funk Railroad, Some Kind of Wonderful. I don't know if you like that.
Love it. Yeah, give me some ideas, man.
Beats any Bachman Turner Overdrive song, like Let It Roll, they got great harmony. Lenny Kravitz, Fly Away. Just some ideas that, I don't know, maybe I'll be in a liner note. I don't know. I'm just throwing it out there, Frank. I love the ideas, and I love your inspiration and the concept behind it. So just what I don't know, I was thinking, I got to say, I have always loved when you did the New York City Psycho Cab Ride and the video in Times Square. I mean, I laughed. I watched it again last night in preparation for our chat today, man. And the guy flipping you the bird at the end is so New York. Too freaking funny, man.
Yeah, that's another... Yeah, that's all real, you know. That's another example I mentioned earlier about how things just kind of fall together and they become fun because it's just spontaneous magic. That was a time where we were going to film a different video in New York. I was hanging out on that metal show or doing something in the city, and we just decided to have some fun and just crank up the song and walk down the street and film it on Times Square there. And yeah, at the very end, there's a guy flipping us off.
That was too. I mean, you couldn't time it any better. This guy's got a puss on his face and like, get away from me, dude. And he gives you the bird, man. All right, let me ask you, Frank.
It's hilarious. It's so New York, man.
Oh, I love it. I'm running out of time, and I could be on the phone with you for an hour or two. Hey, I hope there are plans for some of your solo stuff coming back to the East Coast so we can roll the dice with you.
You know what? I'm going to make some plans, man, because I love the vibe of what you're doing there. And, you know, I don't know how far you have to send me an email, bro, of those songs that you were suggesting for Volume 3, and maybe tell me some venues or a small club I can come play that's nearby you.
Oh, my God.
And let's make a plan.
Yeah, dude, I am surrounded by great venues, and, you know, being not too far from New York City and being not too far from Albany or Connecticut, I'm surrounded by super venues. I will definitely do that. I just want to talk quickly, Frank, just a little bit about Tesla, one of the hardest working bands out there. You guys, in my eyes, are survivalists, many ups and downs, and today playing better than ever. I got to catch up to you guys with Def Leppard last year, and I've interviewed Phil Collen numerous times. I love Phil. The new Tesla album coming out 2019 entitled Shock, and Phil was telling me how excited he was to be able to record it on the road with you guys, you know, a tour bus with a recording studio. Let me ask, can you share what it was like working with Phil and what he brought to the table, the excitement for your guys' new album?
Well, Phil brought a ton of inspiration, and, you know, again, recording my covers album from one place to another on the road was actually inspired by Phil in a way, because we recorded the Tesla album on the road as well. And he showed us that, you know, if you put your mind to something, you can really do it. He brought a lot of inspiration and songs. He brought songs in, song ideas, and inspiration and energy, and got it done. Because I'm not sure if Tesla would have made another album at that point, you know. But he encouraged us, and yeah, the album comes out the first part of next year. We're still putting some finishing touches on it, you know. But like you said, you've talked to Phil, and you know how positive he is, and he's a great motivator. I mean, look at the guy. Look at the shape. He really got
I love Phil. I've met him numerous times with his band Delta Deep. I'm over here by Daryl's House Club, Daryl Hall's place, and got to meet Phil and Robert DeLeo. And I say, Phil, I take off my shirt and the girls run away, and you make it look easy, working out and smiling and happy, and just, yeah, I could just see the energy. He was so excited when I mentioned it to him how it was going last year, and I talked to him this year to promote the tour with Journey, and he was super excited and can't wait for the album to come out. So I'm looking forward to that too. I know I got to let you go. For the fans that don't know, your father-in-law is the great Dickie Betts, and certainly send him our best, to him and the family. We hope he's recovering better than ever from his fall down in Florida. How's he doing, if you can share that with us?
Well, I'm glad you brought that up. You know, the past 2 months have been a very traumatic ride for our family. I personally had flown out there when he was in his coma, and that's the first Tesla show I ever missed in our 35-year career. I flew out from LAX to be out there just in case something went wrong, and miraculously, it all went right, man. He woke up from the coma after having major brain surgery, and it was such an amazing feeling to be able to talk to someone again that you thought you might lose, you know. An emotional experience there. for my wife and I. And I just talked to my wife today. It's been over a month now, and he's up and walking around the house. He picked up the guitar. He's practicing. It's amazing. It's like he is such a resilient, tough old guy, and it's really, he's doing great. My wife said that today she got up with him and he did his therapy. He's walking up and down the stairs. He's picking up his guitar. So it's really a miracle to see this recovery happening.
Well, yeah, that's what, you know what, positive energy, lots of prayers, lots of belief, lots of faith, and I certainly believe, and I said my prayers out there when I heard about it. It was like he just, you know, he kind of disappeared for so long, and I know Dwayne was out there with Devin Allman, and then all of a sudden he was out there, and then he had the stroke, and I'm like, oh no, and then, you know, he's back out there again, and then he had the fall. But, you know, all the best. I can't wait to hopefully see him in a full recovery, and we know that's going to certainly happen. Frank, thank you so much for your time.
Hey, you know, I just want to elaborate a little further, man.
Yeah.
That spirit, you know, that fighting spirit. And you mentioned, you talked about Tesla being survivalists or survivors. Oh, my gosh, man. I mean, think about the surviving that Dickie Betts has done with losing Dwayne Allman and then Barry Oakley and then the ups and downs of the Allman Brothers' career and all of that. And, you know, the past 20 years of being on his own. And, you know, when I met him one time in a hotel room, we were hanging out and talking about the ups and downs, and he just would smile and he said, you know, you got to keep swinging. I think he was quoting Joe Louis or like an old boxer. When you get knocked down, you got to get back up and start swinging again. And he's a fighter, man, and it's amazing to see someone with that spirit, you know. And musicians like Daryl Hall, you mentioned him, and Joe Walsh, and you know, people that have been through so much, and they just keep going and going and going. You know, it's inspiring to me.
I got the pleasure of meeting Joe Walsh and spending time with him and having a bite to eat, and what an amazing story. And you know, he just says to me, keep doing what you're doing, keep playing the music, and you know, God bless. I wish there was more guys like you out there, and don't give up hope. You know, just keep doing what you're doing, and I am, and I enjoy getting the opportunity to support guys like you that are looking to learn, keeping the creativity, keeping it alive. There's so many bands out there, and I talk to guys every day. You know, they don't have to create new music because the fans still love all the hits, but it's like, you're an artist, man. I'm sure there's more out there, and due to the radio world, the whole industry has certainly changed, and I can see why guys, you know, why bother putting a new album out. But on the other hand, no, man, you got so much to share, and just keep doing what makes you put a smile on your face, and that's what I'm so glad to have this opportunity to chat with you, Frank, and I can't wait to meet you and give you a hug and keep playing your stuff, man. It is awesome stuff. I'm looking forward to Volume 3. I'm going to send you Pat's favorite Frank songs to give a damn at. You let me know.
That sounds great. I look forward to reading it. All right, bro.
All right, man. Frank Hannon, Tesla on the road. You got to check this out from one place to another. Man, if that album title is so fitting for what you're doing. I can't wait. Go to frankhannon.com. Go to Tesla the band. Catch Frank. He's on all the social medias. Keep supporting this guy, and you will not be disappointed. Looking forward to the new Tesla album. It produced by the great Phil Collen, called Shock, and I'm sure you guys will be touring that next year, promoting it. Frank, be safe, and we'll talk soon.
Thanks, Pat. Appreciate you, bud.